EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchdown. Back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
The score, Lions 7, Jaguars 0. Cam Little to kick off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
79 Broncos, go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
At the 36-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
A 7-yard gain. And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
A quick throw, but incomplete. The Jaguars at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Okay,
now
ready?
a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Looking to throw. Hughes. That's complete to Pierce. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
$60 Bison, go!
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
He's brought down.
Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Pass
second
the 60,
and 5.
pass the 60. 19 tight, 19 tight.
This one out quickly to Watkins. So the completion good for just 3. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Back to throw. Hughes. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. This defense for the Jags, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have a Lions first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll audible to something else. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll try and throw for it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Viking 18.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
And he stopped immediately there. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Here we go. 7 Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates, 18 Pioneer. Panther 11, Pack Dragon 60. 79 Bronco.
Now back to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the Lions punter now. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
They're on 15-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
2nd and 6.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cowboy 80. Ready?
He finds his man complete. That's Gomez. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
It looks like they'll move things around here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Again, that's Watkins. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Jaguars. 1st down.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
19 Charger.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
70. Cougar 19.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
That's another Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Bronco 80.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Viking 18. Timberwolves. Ready.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Let's go.
A gain on the play. And the Jaguars 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
60 Eagles. Cowboy 80.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 156. That ties it with Terrell Owens for 5th all-time. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
It's a gain of 60.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
First down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
First down, Detroit.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 17-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Lions, first down. A gain of 12. And the Lions, first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Cam Little on for the field goal.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Hughes. A final shot before break. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Cam Little to kick off.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Shot. Panther 60. Panthers. Cowboys.
Now they'll shift things around.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready, right?
Here's Hughes. Throwing to start the drive. We'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. 70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And we'll get a couple up to the 29. 3rd and 4.
At the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Bronco 80. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Looking to throw. Hughes. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
On the deep ball.
My, if maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
70 Timberwolves.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Warriors 70. Dragon 60. 60 Bobcats. 65. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Incomplete.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Jaguars' 23-yard line.
Check.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He'll drop to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Now they'll change things up.
Viking 18. Buffalo 18.
2nd and 9 now. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He finds his man complete. It's Gomez. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Back to throw. Hughes. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And out of bounds right around the 20.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
This is McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
At the 18-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
70 Timberwolves.
Left side, he finds Pierce. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
At the Lions' 4-yard line.
Viking 18.
is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Lions 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get the...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Viking 18. Bronco 80. Go.
Now a run with McCaffrey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 23, here's a 2nd and 7. And now an audible here into something else. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cup 19, Cup 19. Check, 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 check. 79 Broncos.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
Okay, break.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Timberwolves. Cougar 19. Steady.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Seibert's kick is good. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
At the 20-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
18, Pioneer. Buffalo 18. Hey, side front row.
Hands it off out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Let's go. Back to 60. Check, 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 check. Let's go.
He's back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Cam Little to kick off.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready, right?
Here's McCaffrey. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now third down as the clock runs. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3.
60 Eagles, 70 Timberwolves. Panther 60, Panther 60. Let go.
They'll run with McCaffrey. He appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
44-yard line. A 2-yard gain.
19
It's
tight,
4th
19
down.
tight.
Hughes now throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the Jaguars going to get possession of the football first here in this overtime session as the kick is away. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Cougar 19. Go.
He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
34-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Jaguars first down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
27-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Lions.
On third down, it's Burnett. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 60, Panther 60. Let go.
He finds his man complete. That's Gomez. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A chance now to strike first in the overtime session and get a big leg up. 1st and goal. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Let's go now. Viking 18. Cougar 19. Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Dragon 60. Buffalo 18.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
19, Viking, 18. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Lions.
Right side McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Panther 60, Panther 60, Cowboy 80. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Again, McCaffrey. And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here. You hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Lions 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it.
And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. But, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time.